The 1978 Spanish Constitution establishes that incarceration sentences are to be oriented towards rehabilitation and social reintegration. According to this law, CIEP, the Public Society of Penitentiary Infrastructure and Equipment, is leading the most ambitious modernization project for penitentiary centers in history. The objective is to achieve a self-sufficient penitentiary center, incorporating new shapes and spaces, enhancing the total reintegration of inmates. Business experience in knowledge management enables the incorporation of this concept in new generation centers. All new penitentiary centers incorporate the latest security technology, as well as new concepts such as self-sufficiency, sustainability, and eco-efficiency. Murcia 2 introduces this new concept incorporating architectonic and functional novelties developed by CIEP after the opening of the penitentiary centers Puerto 3, 2007, and Castellón 2, Sevilla 2, and Madrid 7 in 2008. Every generation of penitentiary centers incorporates architectonic and functional novelties that introduce technological and capacity developments that adapt to ever more specialized uses. The evolution of Murcia 2's architecture can be observed in the elimination and replacement of the control tower by modern security systems, in the enlargement of the cells from 10 to 13 square meters, in the creation of new non-productive cooking and gardening workshops, in the design of the facades adapted to local climate conditions, and the sustainable architecture, all in the construction as well as in the operation phase. Each penitentiary center is a self-sufficient city, designed to operate efficiently and sustainably with minimum environmental impact. Murcia 2 is the new concept of penitentiary city put to life, with a surface area of 5.7 hectares, holding 18 buildings, 16 of which are residences, accommodating 1,008 cells. Designed and built to provide all the services required to cover all the inmates' needs, as well as the holistic development of treatment programs. The penitentiary city is protected from the exterior by 5 security barriers. 3 control posts guard and control all accesses. The main one, the back one, and the inspection pit, controlling all vehicles that enter the security perimeter. Parking for visitors and staff is located outside the security perimeter. The first building is the access control, situated in the outermost area. Here, information is given, communication shifts are established, and the access of visitors to the center is managed. It has 2 floors with designated areas for visitors and staff. A walkway connects the access control building with the offices and guard quarters, elevated over the different security perimeters so as to avoid crossings at the same level. The offices and guard quarters administrative building is the staff's organizational center and includes a specific area for the outpost of the National Security Forces in charge of controlling the exterior of the center. It controls all entries and exits like sliding gates. The guard quarters occupy the ground floor and gives access to people and vehicles. The offices control and organize all access to the center, giving onto the first access square, surrounded by several buildings, all with double entrances, for inmates and external visits. The Services Headquarters building manages the control of the penitentiary center, the transfer of inmates from the residential modules to the different activities and buildings, as well as the shifts and actions of the staff and all the security service of the center. A pergola provides cover over the visit entrances between the buildings of entrance, exit and transits, closed regime, headquarters, visits and family visits. The entrance, exit and transit building serves as provisional residence and composes the left wing of the U surrounding the entrance square of the Penitentiary Centre, and is the first building detainees enter upon arrival, staying there until transferred to their final destination. The closed regime building is a residential one, where the interior is redesigned and improved compared to previous centres, with lower capacity and more operational independence of each sub-module through workshops, classes and areas for visits and family visits. Visits is the building destined to communication between the inmate and the external visits, accessed from the headquarters square with double entrance for family and inmates. It has visiting rooms for judges and lawyers, an identification room, 40 rooms for private family visits and 22 rooms for intimate visits, the design of which guarantees privacy. The family visit building, destined for the communication of the inmate with family and external visits, only has one floor, located next to the visits building, with independent access. Parallel to the main axis of the centre are buildings for exclusive inmate and staff use. Sport, cultural and healthcare, and closing off the structure are the kitchen, laundry, facilities and storage for the centre's provisions. A pergola covers the transit area, 8 residential modules and the soccer field. The training workshop building, 4 residential and 4 multifunctional modules, and productive workshops. The housing unit is where the inmates pass most of their time, and can be considered self-sufficient modules with a living dining room, supermarket, occupational workshop, small gym, classes and hairdresser. The main building extends over a ground floor, a technical floor and 2 floors with cells. The cells are on the first and second floors, 36 per floor, 72 per module. Another novelty found in Murcia too is the use of LED lamps in the cells instead of the traditional ones, therefore saving energy. The multifunctional housing unit is another residential building for interns with half the capacity, 36 cells, 18 per floor, therefore enabling a more exhaustive and diverse penitentiary classification, but with the same features as the residential modules. The sport and cultural building is one of the most important features of the penitentiary city. Its structure and distribution enable the implementation and practice of many and diverse therapeutic programs in the area of sports, reintegration and education. It has a swimming pool, gym and pelota court, as well as auditorium, library, rooms for music, reading, IT, etc. The healthcare building is also fully equipped and is located in the main street opposite the sport and cultural building. Here inmates are treated for health issues that do not require hospitalization. The number of transfers to external services has been reduced in the past 4 years with the introduction of remote diagnosis and medical technology through internet. kitchen, bakery and laundry building provides the kitchen, bakery, laundry and storage facilities of the whole centre. Its U-shaped design creates a square between its wings, to which external provisions arrive for the various purposes. It is one of the occupational facilities that employs inmates. The productive workshop has place in an industrial building holding workshops and classrooms. It is fundamentally divided in three areas: product entrance and exit, production and administration premises, and training and services. This building has 2 floors, the second one covering only part of the surface, creating an area with double the height. The entrance has an enclosed hall in order to place a metal detector and an office to monitor it. The training workshop building is absolutely innovative in Murcia too, considering the type of activities taught in it. Cooking and gardening, which require specific conditions. As it requires a large surface, this building is located next to the family visit facility. Our penitentiary centres are a model of success in knowledge management of the design and implementation in penitentiary infrastructures, and a model of continuous effort of innovation that places us at the forefront of world-class penitentiary systems. CEP carries out this complex task thanks to the experience and capacity of a highly qualified and specialized group of professionals in penitentiary centre building and renovation. Self-sufficient centres built with the latest technologies, respecting and promoting sustainable environmental use, securing inmate custody while enabling dignified shared living through focusing on reintegration in society with the best possible adaptation. In other words, centres designed in collaboration with penitentiary authorities to enhance rehabilitation in self-sufficient living within society and social reintegration of people sentenced to prison. In CEP, we are aware of how paramount our task is. Therefore, we can only contribute to realizing the constitutional right to social reintegration and re-education through efficient management, experience, and innovation.